Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. In this video, we're going to be doing chapter 13, verse 28. And Bhagwan Shri Krishna now introduces the concept of the Paramatma, which he has spoken about before and will speak about again. Swami Mukundanand really lists down, it's beautiful how he lists down where he has spoken about it before, which exact verse and which one he will speak about it in the next, again. So, but yeah, he talks about the Paramatma right now. So it's a beautiful verse. Let's sing our Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva prayers and a little prayer after that, and then let's sing the verse together and go into the verse. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Dear Bhagwan Shri Krishna, please come and be present with us and please be there. You're already there in our hearts. Please help us understand this verse and please help us intensify our attachment for you and build prem for you and help us come closer to you. Help us understand the real truth. Help us understand true love. Help us understand what is real and help us stay away from what is fake, even though this Maya is so strong and it wants to catch hold of us in the deepest, strongest ways possible. Please help us break free from the clutches of Maya because we're so interested in you and in what is real and what is beautiful and what our constitutional position is as your servant. Please help us. Okay, so let us sing the verse. Okay. Samam sarveshu bhuteshu nishtantam parameshwaram vinashyasva vinashyantam yah pashyati sapashyati. One who sees the super soul accompanying the individual souls in all bodies. So we have individual souls, one who sees the super soul, Paramatma, accompanying the individual soul, one who understands that neither the soul nor the Paramatma within the destructible body is ever destroyed, actually sees. One who sees. So, yah pashyati, sa pashyati means one who sees, one who knows. Swami Mukundanand explains it. Let me go there. One who see, where is it? Ya pashyati sa pashyati. There. They alone truly see who see. So only those people actually see who see that the soul and the super soul are, the Paramatma is always with the Atma. Okay, so anyone who by good association is important. We need to be with people who actually see these three things combined together: the material perishable body, the Jivatma, and the Paramatma, the friend of the individual soul. One who can see is actually in knowledge, otherwise we're not in knowledge. Unless one has the association of a real knower of the spiritual subjects, one cannot see these things. Those who cannot will simply think that the body is everything, and when you die, then the body dies. That's what I used to think when I was an atheist. The body dies, everybody dies, it's all over. But then I started to realize, no, there is something deeper. I mean, that's not right. Yeah, my path was a very convoluted path, but it got me here and I'm extremely, extremely, extremely grateful for it. I feel like I've compressed lifetimes and lifetimes into 5 years. It took me 5 years to go from pure atheist and starting my personal growth journey where my goal was, how do I become a better human being? And there was no question of God in my mind at that time, but I came to God and very quickly within a few months came to Krishna. within 5 years, but I feel like I compressed lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes, because I in that 5 years I'm super 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 grateful, because Bhagwan Shri Krishna say helped me at every step. And if you notice, if you and everybody I'm talking to is starting to see those things as well, right? Just how much Bhagwan Shri Krishna is helping them at every step. So if you start to notice that, just start to notice like what are the good things that are happening and what are the things, because they are so easy to miss. You have to really pay attention. What happened today? What good happened today? What miraculous happened today? Think about it. Think. Use your brain as your friend. Think about it. Oof, okay. And then the world changes, completely changes. Your entire life will change. Mine changed, and I have seen many people's lives change around me. Okay. So so both the super soul and the individual soul, Paramatma and the Jivatma, continue. They're not destroyed. And one who can see that can actually see what's happening. And then Swami Mukundanand says that ya pashyati sa pashyati, they alone truly see, who see that the Paramatma is always there with the Atma. Which is, can you imagine how amazing it is that God is with us always? He's there with our soul always. Everybody, not just human beings, but plants and any living being. God is always, Paramatma is always there, like with us, just giving us energy. I'm doing this with my hands. That is coming from Paramatma. He's giving me the energy to do that. He's giving me the free will to live life the way I want to. And he's giving me the energy to be able to live life in that way. It's just mind-boggling when you think about it. I mean, yeah, he doesn't have to, but he does, because he loves us. Whether we love him or not, whether we know him or not, whether it doesn't matter, whether we're complete like the worst people on the planet, it doesn't matter. And us, what we do, what I do, like somebody is hurting me, I'm like, okay, this person is actually hurting me, is wanting to hurt me, and I'm just like massive anger, massive whatever, and it doesn't matter how I am. Like I am not seeing my own problems, and if I see my own problems, I'll be like, I am being horrible, right? Like there's everybody. I mean, but God loves us. God loves me just as much as God is loving the person that I'm so heavily judging, because I don't have the courage to face the truth about myself, my own flaws. So I'm wanting to blame other people and judge other people. It's your fault that my life is bad. No, it's not. It's my fault that my life is bad, And I can change my karma right now. It's my past karma that got me here. But even if it's not even just the karma, it is my responsibility right now to change my current life. This is so much. I've thought about this so much. I'll post a personal growth video on this in a few days probably. I don't think I'll do it today. But yeah, I mean, but God loves me anyways, despite the fact that I'm like doing everything in my power to try to blame other people, judge other people, point fingers at other people. No, I mean, he still loves me. Okay. Yeah, so we appreciate. Now he states that it's not enough to see the presence of the soul, that self-realization when we see the soul, but we must also appreciate that God is seated within us, within all bodies. That's a Paramatma. God realization. So God realization can either be Paramatma realization or Bhagwan realization. They're two different things. So I'm not sure when people use the word God realization what they mean, but self-realization is understanding that we're the soul. Understanding, really understanding. So, I mean, in the personal growth world or in psychology, modern psychology, people say that it's all coming from childhood. All this trauma is coming from childhood. That if you can identify the root cause of your trauma, then you might be able to get over it, or whatever. It's the first 7 years of your life that are the identity forming years of your life and all of that. I truly find that when people say that, I'm like, no, that's not true. That's just not true. It is not just our childhood, current childhood, that is causing this. It is our lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes that are causing the pain that we're in right now. It is not just our current childhood. So so right now, things that I'm working through, that I'm finding so difficult to work through, that I have so much shame about, like I have not worked through this yet, what's wrong with me? And I'll go through phases, and then I'll be like, I'll get out of it because that's tamasic. But I do go through those phases. But then one of the ways that I get myself out of it is understanding that this is not coming from this lifetime or this childhood only. This is coming from gazillions and gazillions of lifetimes of anarthas that I've accumulated, the 30 miles of anarthas that I've accumulated in front of my heart. It's coming from all of that, and I want to remove that. And it's going to take time, and it's okay if it takes time. It took me 5 years to come to God, but my goodness, those 5 years are so crucial in my life. And then the last 2 years I've grown so much in Krishna consciousness, and just like going from zero to where I am right now, it's incredible. And it's all Bhagwan Shri Krishna. But then we're just beating ourselves up over the last 7 years. What do I have to show for it? Last 8 years, what do I have to show for it? Nothing. Are you kidding me? I have found Krishna. But this is what we do to ourselves. So if you're finding yourself doing things like that to yourself, get out of it, because there is so much. Just think. What is it that you've done? What is it that you've accomplished? And focus on that. Put your entire energy, use your mind as your friend. Focus on that. Ruminate on that. Okay. Yeah, so that's it for this verse, basically, the Paramatma. Or let me read the Bhaktivinoda Thakur's translation of this. Even though the Supreme Being is equally situated in all creatures in the form of Paramatma, he does not accept the temporary relation nature of destructible objects. One can know Paramatma in this way. One who knows Paramatma in this way can know him in truth. It's very complicated to me for what Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes. I don't understand it. It's very, very complicated, but okay. I mean, thankfully we read these two, which help us understand it, and then when we read that, then it makes sense. Okay, so that's it for this video. We'll do the next video. Next verse, 3:13:29 in the next video. Wish you a day filled with lots and lots of spiritual growth and Radha and Krishna's mercy. I have a friend right now who went to Vrindavan, just texted me that he's in Vrindavan. I was like, yay, he's so lucky, you have no idea. I want to be there so desperately. So yeah, we're having all of this mercy, that we're reading this, we're listening to this, we're studying the Gita, we're having the motivation to do it. That is an immense amount of mercy. And you can feel immensely blessed that you have that mercy, and just keep begging for more, because we need a lot more to get to the ultimate goal of Krishna Prem. Okay, Radhe Radhe.